Welcome back to LG Division. As of recently, we have news that the people responsible for creating Time Splitters just got a new studio up and running. It's actually been up and running for a few years, and will be starting on a new Time Splitters. Yes, after over 20 years, we finally get word on a possible new Time Splitters from the creators of the franchise. I'm pretty sure the buzz from the remaster helped a bit, despite its glitches, and there are a lot, like the fact that almost every level crashes when a Reaper Splitter shows up. So, there are tons of ways they could go about this, from modern mechanics to different timelines, etc. Now that gaming has come so far. Okay, let's back up a little bit. A few days ago, the creators of the Time Splitters franchise, which was Free Radical, announced that they just got a new studio named Deep Silver, and will be developing a new Time Splitters for current gen consoles after 20 years of waiting. I did not think I'd live to see this day, and it is amazing. After seeing that Perfect Dark was getting a remake, a lot of us were wondering if Time Splitters would re-emerge, and the developers of Time Splitters have heard us and are going to deliver, provided their new studio doesn't get shut down for some reason or another. Now, as for directions, first thing on the agenda I say is that they remastered the original 3 and released them for modern consoles, without the crashes. Just that alone would keep people happy for a bit, or for quite a while. Speaking of Deep Silver, they are responsible for games such as Homefront: The Revolution, and one of my personal favorites, Metro Exodus. So, hearing they will be making a new Time Splitters got me feeling pretty confident, considering Metro was well worth $60. I'm like, Avengers. Now, as for the direction they can go with a new Time Splitters, we could either see a remaster of 2, which I would be fine with, as it is the best in the series. I like Future Perfect, don't get me wrong, and it did some things better, but 2 was probably the most challenging, while Future Perfect smoothed out a lot of things from 2, and I like to finally see the stuff that made each game good fuse into one great game. And if that is a remaster of TS2, then hit me up with pre-order news. The other direction can be a completely new game, especially since Future Perfect wrapped up the story when Cortez defeated Crow in Scotland and nuked the time crystals. A new story with the mechanics that the game is known for, such as objectives, in-depth story, hectic multiplayer, and the popular map maker, could do very well. Speaking of which, seeing a new campaign with different timelines would be cool. Maybe the story could be that someone in the new future ended up creating a new Time Splitters panic that segued into a new Time Splitters war, prompting new heroes to interject. With new timelines to enter, we could also see new levels and new additions as add-ons. See, this is why I'm not against DLC, because as someone who grew up with completed games, when you want more, but the final product was already released, you can't get any more. And if I want more Time Splitters story levels, I'll get DLC for it. One of the most important parts of the game is, in fact, the music. All the Time Splitters fans know I'm telling the truth. At least 90% of Time Splitters 2 soundtrack is better than 90% of the crap you hear today. Which means we need to have the original composer, Graham Norgate, back in the studio mixing sick tunes for this new game, and adding in some old favorites, because it always pissed me off that Return to Planet X was never added to Future Perfect multiplayer. I'd love to see even more dynamic campaign levels, especially for city types of areas, such as interacting with people to find out locations of main objectives before finally being able to collect them, and so on. A lot more options than there were back then. That being said, it will probably be some time, when I'm in my mid-30s, till we see a new Time Splitters game, which is why I'm good with a non-buggy remaster for the time being, and then give me Time Splitters Future Perfect multiplayer servers as well. There's a lot to be expected of a game series that has been inactive for such a long time, but if done right, and with the right support, we could very well see Time Splitters not only come back, but win Game of the Year, rightfully so, unlike the earlier winner, and overall do very well. Thank you for watching, everyone, as this is very exciting news to hear now. Hopefully it won't flop and will set a new standard for the franchise, if not gaming in general. hit the like and subscribe button, then share with everyone you know or don't know, and we will see you guys later.